So we start in consumer arithmetic. Right, this is to deal with money. So you'll be doing things like profit and loss, percentages, taxes, simple interest, compound interest, um, bills, wages, higher purchase price, what else will we doing? Bills, wages, higher purchase price, taxes, we did that already, right? So yeah, this is a general outline of what the topics are, not in this specific order, but this is a general topic, or the idea of what consumer arithmetic is. It's all about dealing with money and how not to get, I will say, robbed when you had to get paid or do your taxes, or you go to the bank to get in loans. It's like everything, and these things here apply day to day, right? So I sent the notes on the left hand side already to your classroom. Right, so let's start with sale tax. Now, what are sale tax? Taxes that are charged by the government in order to collect revenues. So in Trinidad and Tobago, this is called, um, excuse me, VAT, or value added tax. And in Trinidad and Tobago is now 12.5%. It used to be 15%. Around the world, the taxes change. So these are some formulas that you have to learn. So the tax amount is equal to the cost before tax multiplied by the tax percentage, right? So the tax amount, or the amount you have to pay in tax, is the cost before tax multiplied by the tax percentage. The cost after tax will be the cost before tax plus the tax amount. Plus tax amount. You can also find the cost after tax, same, the cost before your taxes multiply by 100% add tax percentage. That's a shorter way of doing it. Right? The cost before tax equals cost after tax. Well, that's what I just write. So this is another way of writing it. Cost after tax is over, or the cost before tax, sorry, is the cost after tax divided by 100 plus the tax amount. So it's basically the same formula, but if we want to find the cost before tax, I should put that in right. If you want to find this, you rearrange the formula, divide by this amount on the left hand side, right, to get the cost before tax. So this basically is one, two, three formulas you have to learn, right? So let me zoom out a little bit, give all some time to write. Example one. The cost of a bath soap is $98.75 plus 16.5%. They have GCT, but we have it as VAT, right? So this should already be VAT. So the cost price of the item is $98.75. The VAT percentage is 16.5% VAT, right? So they want the first, what is the VAT amount? And they want it all obviously to two decimal places because we didn't have money, right? So A, the VAT amount or the tax amount, and we know is the cost price, the price before the tax, multiplied by the VAT percentage, right? So 98.75 multiplied by the percentage. So 16.5 over 100. So you pull up your calculator. I thought 100. Okay. So 98.75 multiplied by 16.5 divided by 100. So the VAT amount or the tax amount was $16.29. And they round up to two decimal places, right? So part B, calculate the total cost. Right? So the total cost or the cost after tax will be the cost price plus the VAT amount or the tax amount, right? So $98.75 plus 16.29. So $98.75 plus $16.29. So the total cost of the soup would have been $115.04 after tax. Now, the part B, we could have used the other formula where they say the total amount or the total after tax amount was the cost price multiplied by 100% plus the VAT percentage, right, or the tax percentage, which would have been 98.75 multiplied by 100 add 16.5, and if you work it on a calculator you should get the same thing. So let's show you all that. 98.75 multiplied by, when you open your bracket where you see brackets, 100 add 16.5 close the bracket. Now this is supposed to be a percentage, right? So these will be divided by 100. So yeah, divided by 100. $115.04. So you see, you're supposed to get the same values. Depends on how the question asks it, right? If you want to get it in one step or not, you could use this one, right? So example 2, calculate the total cost of 3 calculators at $1,205 each. I believe it's missing a decimal place there, but alright, at 16% tax. So we VAT. So calculate for 3 calculators, right? The total cost. So the total cost will be the after tax cost. So the total cost is the after-tax cost, right? So the cost price multiplied by, consider 100%, add VAT percentage, right? Now, before we go further, we have to realize that there's three calculators. So the cost price will be 1205 by 3 because it's each. You see, right? So 1205 multiplied by 3. 3615. So 3615. That's some expensive calculators. So the total cost you'll be paying will be the cost price multiplied by the 100% plus the VAT percentage. So 3615 multiplied by 100 plus 16.5 over 100. So 3615 multiplied by, I'll do this in a double bracket, 100 plus 16.5, close this bracket, divide by 100. So the total price you'll pay after tax is $4,211. And now we see in 47 is the second decimal place being 7. The number after it is 5, so we had to add 1 to the 7. So 48. Remember, money is always 2 decimal places, right? Anybody have any questions? Anybody? Number 3. In a Caribbean country, the VAT added, the normal value added tax VAT, payable on items purchased is 15%. Calculate the amount a customer would pay for a washing machine which costs $3,475 before VAT. So the cost price is $3,473. The VAT is 15%. So your total price will be the cost price multiplied by 100% plus the VAT amount. So 3473 multiplied by 100 plus 15 over 100, right? Now the reason why we put it over 100 is because of the percent signs, right? You know percentages out of 100. So 3473 multiplied by, and we open a bracket. Well, you open a double bracket because we want to work the top part first, right? So why I open a double bracket is because I want to work this first and then divide it by 100. So 100 add 15. So you close the first bracket. That will be to close the top part of the fraction and then divide by 100 and close out your bracket on the whole. So this will give us $3,993.95. And that's the answer for that one. So number 4, price of a textbook included of tax, right? So the total price is the after tax price was equal to $1,050. Calculate the price of the textbook before tax, right? And the VAT was 15%, right? So they want the cost price. But we know the selling price or the total amount, sorry. So the total amount after tax is equal to the cash price multiplied by 100% plus the VAT percentage, right? Now, if we want to find for the cost price, we want to get rid of this in bracket here. And the opposite of multiplication is to divide, which is red line means to divide. And we're going to divide by 100% plus the VAT amount. Now, if we divide on the right hand side of the equal sign, we must divide on the left hand side of the equal sign. So this bracket and this bracket would cancel out. So we'll have the cost price equaling the total amount over 100% plus the VAT percentage, right? So let me fill it in now. The total amount that was charged is $1,050. We know 100 plus 15 over 100 is this what we're looking for, right? So the cost price, I'm going to show you how to work it on the calculator, right? So again, it'll be 1050, not 1080. I don't know if I can get it. 1050. So 1050. Now the line is divide. I could add by mistake, divide. Now we're going to open that bracket. This is the first bracket here. And we know that this top part have to be in a bracket by itself, right? So we add a bracket for it, which is 100, add 15%, close off the top part, and then put the division sign, 100, and then close the bracket, and it equal. So the cost price of the item would have been $913.04 because the value after the second decimal place is 3 is less than 5, so leave the 4 alone. Right? And that's your answer there. So that's how you rearrange the formula, right, to find what you're looking for. So yeah, on to number 5. A man purchased a television set for $2,124 plus 12% sales tax. How much money did he pay? So again, they're asking for the total amount, right? The total amount paid, or the price after tax is the cost price multiplied by 100%, add 12%, right? So 2,124 multiplied by 100 plus 12 over 100. And we could say 112%, which is the same as this, right? So again, 2124 multiplied by, remember putting a separate bracket for the working on top, 100, add 12, then divide by 100, then close my bracket and hit enter. So $2,378.88. And don't forget your dollar sign until you know it money. So that's basically number 6. An airline ticket to New York is priced at $1,302.10, inclusive of the 11% sales tax. What is the cost of the airline ticket before this, exclusive of the sales tax? So the before price, right? The cost price. Number 6 again is the same formula we're using. So it's the total paid multiplied by the cost price. Sorry, equal the cost price multiplied by the 100% by the VAT amount, right? Or the tax amount, which was 11%. And we want to find the cost price. So just like before, we're going to divide by the brackets, 100%, or we could know that 100 plus 11 is 111%. So this bracket, we cancel this to give us the cost price. $111%, right? So let me fill it in now. The total amount paid was $1,232.10 divided by 110 over 100. I'll put this in a bracket. Will be equal to the cost price. So the cost price will be equal to 1232.10. Now we're gonna divide because it have working to do, put it in a bracket. 111 divided by 100 equal. Made a mistake in the formula, so you multiply. So it's be divided by, sorry. So 111. So $1,110 would have been the cost price of the airline ticket. So go ahead, take that down.